chrome on a full tip. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to etch this tip to make sure that my gel polish is going to adhere.
So on a side note, when I'm painting tips, I almost like to not do the top right away, just because sometimes my paint goes onto the other side. So to avoid that, I try to put most of my polish on the bottom half, and then I go all the way up and kind of do this shaky up there, just to blend everything in afterwards in one full strike. For a shiny finish with chrome, you always need a non-wipe. There is base gel and tacky gel, but that will leave you with more of a shimmer.
And for this top coat, you just want a very thin layer. You don't want to go with a thick layer. You also need to make sure that you have all the coverage, because the chrome is going to adhere to the full nail. You want to make sure that all the nail is covered. Okay, so we have it already cured for 60 seconds, and what I like to do is kind of damp a non-wipe with some alcohol, and then I just kind of like to dab a little bit of alcohol right on top and then go in with my chrome.
So the secret to chrome is you just keep rubbing, and if you need to, add a little bit of alcohol and then keep rubbing, and then you'll get that nice metallic shiny finish. So there's no need to cure, but remember, you always need a tacky coat and then a top coat. When it comes to chrome, you need 2 coats, okay? Tacky coat and then top coat. You can also use base and top. So the last chrome I used was more of a pearly base. This one is going to be more of a sheer base chrome. I just wanted to show you guys what the difference is between the 2 bases. One has a little bit more of a pearly shim to it, and then the other one is more see-through. So it looks great with a French ombre, or it looks great with a nice classic French. So again, I've cured it for 60 seconds, and then I'm going in with a little dab of alcohol. This gives it a little bit of a slip layer for the chrome to dab into, and it disperses really well. So I'm going to go in with a little bit more alcohol, because I found that I was working a little bit too slow. So once you put the alcohol in, put the chrome right on top. The alcohol and the chrome together, it's going to disperse very well. That's why I always recommend dabbing alcohol prior to adding the chrome. So this one gives it more of a mirror finish versus the pearl finish. So the other one before this was pearl, and this one is more mirrored. Don't forget to always go in with a tacky or a base coat, and then go back in with a top coat to make it nice and extra glossy. Remember, the tacky base coat acts like a seal, and the top coat acts like a protector.